Now on CoastTV News.
Another cold and breezy start for Delmarva with feels like temperatures this morning in the teens. Bundle up. We have another round of snow that's headed our way to start the weekend. I'll talk timing and totals coming up.
Preparing for more snow, we'll tell you how local hardware stores are managing as customers rush to buy more winter gear.
The inferno intensifies. We're talking the struggle to contain the California wildfires and what officials are expecting for today.
Effects from Georgetown Gas. We have an exclusive first-hand account from a Perdue employee on what they experienced when the chemical gas was released.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And we are continuing in our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, I'm Paige Marley. It is Friday, January 10th, 2025.
Another day of school closures for a lot of the school districts, although some of them, I believe, have that remote learning in play. So if you
get rid of it.
If you saw that, like school's closed, but I got to log in at home.
That's a terrible idea. Let them have the week off. Come on, say it with me. Just kidding.
Are you running for school board, Paige?
I should, yeah. There would be, snow days would be a snow day. There'd be no remote learning. So vote for me, even though I'm not running. But let's bring in Bob right now. Bob, what do you think? Are you with me on this? They should just have a snow day or a remote?
Oh, boy.
I know.
I don't know. It really depends on the policies, and we'll get into policy making here a little bit later on. Do you want to mention the secondary roads are still slick, and there was a lot of blowing snow in those open areas yesterday, so even a little bit of snow accumulation on some of the roads. So still a little tricky travel out there. Sky conditions are good, but it's cold, 23 to about 26 in Ocean City, 23 in Delmar, up to Redden right now. And we've got a wind, not as ferocious as it was the last 2 days, but still pretty gusty, 15 to 26 miles per hour right now in Indian River Inlet. So that's sending the wind chill values down into the teens. Cold, but not as bad as single digits like yesterday. 14 is what it feels like in Delmar, 13 in Georgetown, and 15 in Bethany Beach. As we're looking at mostly clear skies, so sky conditions are good. It's just some of those secondary roads in the open areas that's bad. And now we're bracing for another round of snow as we're watching rain across the Gulf Coast and snow into Memphis, St. Louis, and Atlanta as well. And the deep south gets snow today, and then we get clipped by the system as we go into tomorrow morning. And we're seeing temperatures in the 20s this morning, not as windy today. By noon on Futurecast, around 32 and 33 in Selbyville, 32 in Millsboro, Fenwick Island, 32. We increase the clouds this afternoon. Temperatures do creep above the freezing mark, so whatever is standing water or slush refreezes this evening with temperatures falling back into the 20s. Riding the ferry up to Cape May, bundle up. It's going to be breezy and cold with increasing clouds. 20s as we go through the morning, and then warming through the 30s as well. Much more on tomorrow's yellow alert for accumulating snow coming up a little bit later in the newscast.
Thank you, Bob. We still have not cleared up a lot of the roads from Monday's storm, and now, as Bob was telling us, more snow is on the way. It's leading to a rush to the stores for another round of supplies.
Yes, it is. And CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber is in Lewis. Lisa, you spoke with a hardware store who says it's really been a challenge to keep items on their shelves.
Good morning, Matt and Paige. I'm not sure more snow is what people want to hear because there's plenty of snow piled up here on the coast. As you can see, all of the snow behind me doesn't really look like it's going anywhere anytime soon. And on Monday, we saw that snow quickly accumulating, covering the roads, and almost making the roads look non-existent. And I know where I live, a lot of my neighbors were not prepared. Some even asked to use my shovel because they needed to dig out their cars. And on Monday, if you were one of those people who weren't prepared for the snow, hopefully the news of more snow has sent you to the store to buy shovels, salt, or anything else that you may need. On Monday, many communities on the coast got an average of 8 to 12 inches of snow. And the piles of snow on the coast have mostly shown no signs of melting due to freezing temperatures. And if you still have not purchased your winter items, going early today is probably your best bet. And we spoke with the local hardware store to see how they're doing with keeping their shelves stocked with all the people coming in due to this winter weather. And we're going to hear from them a little later on. Back to you.
Lisa Weber live in Lewis. Thank you for that. Now, as you look at the bottom of your screen, you'll see the closings that we were talking about. And we have also learned that Sussex County government offices, they have a delay in opening until 10 this morning. According to the county, it is due to the continued icy and snow-covered road conditions.
We have some continuing coverage now of that chemical mishap that happened at the Perdue plant, Georgetown, Wednesday night. We're going to reset first, though, and explain what happened in that late afternoon hours of Wednesday. So people in Georgetown and beyond were told to shelter in place after a mistaken chemical mixture at the Perdue plant there in Georgetown. It created a vapor cloud as the severity of the chemicals were being evaluated. People were told to shelter in place to avoid possibly getting sick. That order was eventually lifted Wednesday night. Perdue says a supplier mistakenly mixed two chemicals, parasitic acid and sodium hydroxide.
Yeah, it was on Thursday. CoastTV News spoke exclusively with a Perdue employee. She asked to remain anonymous. In her words, this is what happened.
El olor no me llegó directamente a mí, pero sentí los cosquilleos.
The smell didn't reach me directly, but I felt a tingling in my eyes, nose, and throat. My coworker felt the same way. I started feeling these symptoms around 4 p.m., 4:20, 4:25, something like that. It lasted for about 20 minutes, during which my eyes burned. I knew something was happening, but we weren't informed at all. Absolutely nothing. We continued working on the line. The department was operating normally. When I passed by an area, I felt a strong smell, but it was inside the plant. At 5:30 p.m., we were about to leave. They told us no one could leave and no one could enter. They were only saying in English that we couldn't leave. No explanations were given. People didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do either, whether to stay in the cafeteria or in the meeting room, and no one knew what was happening. They never explained what happened. We found out from the same people who were talking. The supervisors were talking about what was going on, but no one knew until a text message was sent out to everyone in the area. I got upset about how they handled the situation. They were threatening people with losing their jobs if they left and things like that, so people didn't understand what was happening. I didn't understand either, although I knew something was going on. Then people started talking about it, but they kept us there till 6:30 p.m., and no one could leave Renner. By 7 p.m., some of us left, but many stayed because they didn't know. They weren't informed. What they did wrong was that the people didn't know what to do, and there were many people who didn't speak English. They were just threatening people with losing their jobs without giving explanations. That upset me. Work continued normally. No one has said anything. They have never communicated with the employees. We only receive the alert they sent to our phones.
Now high above Los Angeles, just after 3 a.m. right now there, and as outrage is growing over the state of California and its local government's response to those wildfires. The out-of-control fires have ravaged acres of land, forced nearly 180,000 people from their homes.
And NBC's Chris Pallone shows us President Biden has approved a disaster declaration, promising the federal government will pay 100% of the cleanup.
As wildfires continue to rage across Southern California,
it's devastating. All of my neighbors up across the top, their houses are gone.
President Biden has a message for people in the disaster zone.
We are with you. We're not going anywhere. To the firefighters and first responders, you are heroes.
In his final days in office, Biden is directing federal aid to help battle the fires and help victims get back on their feet.
I told the governor and local officials, spare no expense to do what they need to do and contain these fires.
Instead of 75%, the president says the federal government will pick up the entire tab for 2 grants that cover things like fire trucks, planes, and firefighter salaries, as well as disaster assistance, which gives immediate cash payments to people who lost everything.
I'm also surging all federal resources possible to Southern California, including 400 additional federal firefighters, over 30 firefighting helicopters and planes.
The Palisades fire has destroyed an area bigger than Manhattan. Several other fires are nowhere near contained.
You just never think it's going to be you. And now that it is me, I can't tell you the amount of heaviness in this disaster.
While there have been some breaks in the winds that are fueling the fires, the threat remains, with moderate to severe winds forecast into next week. Chris Pallone, NBC News, Washington.
We're now going to check out the scene this morning in Rehoboth Beach, right there, that area, the split on Route 1, the spur heading into the heart of the city there. You can see at least roads there look pretty good, and city government officials in that area are working on filling a key role now. And new this morning in Rehoboth Beach, the city could be taking a big step towards getting a new solicitor. It's been a role that's been vacant several times over the past year and a half. It all began in November of 2023 when attorney Glenn Mandalis resigned after serving as Rehoboth Beach's solicitor for over 16 years. Then 3 months ago, Alex Burns, who followed in the city solicitor role, departed. According to the city, at the time, the law firm Burns practiced for had withdrawn from representing the city in all capacities. At this afternoon's meeting, Mayor Stan Mills and the city commissioner are going to be debating whether to hire an attorney that would serve as an in-house solicitor or go with independent contracted law firm. All right, well, we're just getting started in this hour now of Coast TV News Today.
And coming up in this hour, War the Wind continues and the hope local governments have in putting an end to the proposed wind farm off of our coast.
Also ahead this morning, JCPenney's new partner, how the department's store chain is looking for a reboot after they filed for bankruptcy.
And Milton Pipe progress, where the town is looking for water main upgrades and what needs to occur to get this project moving forward. Coast TV News Today is back after this.
Transform your backyard into an outdoor oasis at Woodland Sheds in Bishopville, Maryland. Explore 11 acres with over 100 Amish buildings and 7,000 pieces of Amish poly furniture. Walk through our Amish-built sheds, kennels, coops, garages, and even pool houses. Enjoy free shed delivery and rent-to-own sheds with no credit check. We also have portable storage units. Visit us at Woodland Sheds, Route 113, Bishopville.
In Sussex County, Delaware, there are many seniors who wish to remain at home, but in order to stay independent, they need help with things like errands, meal prep, and personal care. If you could use a little help to remain independent, or if you need respite, call me. Or if you're a senior who would like to bring value into your own life, help another senior with their non-medical home care, and earn a little extra money, call me. I'm Amy McDermott with Seniors Helping Seniors, Sussex County, Delaware.
Accidents happen when you least expect them. Big or small, when accidents strike, things can get a little complicated. This is where the Law Office of Trap-Nickel steps in. Our experienced team fights for your rights, turning tough situations into significant compensation. If you've suffered an injury, claim the justice you're entitled to. The Law Office of Trap-Nickel. Your priority is our priority.
The Polar Bear Plunge, benefiting Special Olympics Delaware, is one of the first state's coldest and most beloved traditions. This year, you have 2 exciting ways to take part. Plunge in person in Rehoboth Beach on Sunday, February 2nd, or create your own virtual plunge. Anytime, anywhere, and as cold or not as you want. It's not about how you plunge, it's about why. Support thousands of Special Olympics Delaware athletes. Register now at plungede.org.
6:12 on our Friday morning, seeing some footprints in the snow on the Boardwalk Plaza Cam, something you don't see every day, especially, well, in the winter you do. But we'll be adding to this snow as we go through time. 24 in Rehoboth right now. We're in the 20s inland and along the coast, so it's another cold and breezy morning. At times, those winds gusting over 20 miles per hour in places, and it's feeling like teens out there, so bundle up. Not as rough as the last couple of mornings, but still very cold. And watch for some snow on the roads from blowing and drifting yesterday, and some of the secondary roads slick. Otherwise, looking at mainly clear skies, and now we're watching the next system to our south and west. That promises more snow as we go into your Saturday morning. So I'm going extra large on the coffee this morning. It's stressful, and a little blooper cream too. Cold and breezy today, a high around 33, melting some of that snow into the afternoon hours.
Sounds good, Bob. Thank you. New this morning, Bethany Beach police are searching for a Dagsboro man who they say is wanted for at least 2 felony charges. So here's what we know about this so far. 26-year-old Dylan Crew has been known to operate under the business name of Coastline Contractors Group. According to Bethany police, Crew has 4 active warrants and is facing felony charges for home improvement fraud of $100,000 or greater, theft of $1,500 or greater, and the victim is 62 years or older.
Have developing news now in Milton. The town is looking for a contractor to replace water mains. The project calls for installing nearly 4,000 feet of water main. This will be within the right-of-way of Mill Street, Magnolia Street, also Walnut Street, Bay Avenue, and Carey Street.
A few years after filing for bankruptcy, JCPenney hoping to make lots of JC dollars, and that's why the 123-year-old department store chain is now merging with Spark Group. It's a company that owns several struggling clothing brands, including Aeropostale, Brooks Brothers, and Forever 21. This partnership will create a new company named Catalyst Brands. Analysts saying the combination of clothing stores will likely benefit from cross-marketing, cost reduction, and talent sharing. It all comes with $9 billion revenue, 60,000 workers, and 1,800 stores. Still coming up this morning, if you have cabin fever, we have your cool things to do to get you out the house.
And it is more than cool. It's cold out there in Cambridge right now, 25 degrees, looking chilly in the marina and elsewhere. We've got another shot of snow coming our way late tonight and Saturday morning. It's a nuisance type event. I'll have the timing and totals after the break. Stay tuned.
Listen to Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. We are Delmarva proud.
Find your next job at the Delmarva Job Fair, sponsored by the Stokely Center and the Maryland Department of Public Safety and Correctional Services. Join us Saturday, February 1st from 10 to 2 at Delaware Tech in Georgetown. Employers in healthcare, construction, retail, and more. Plus, the Delaware Department of Labor will also be on site for resume tips and advice to help you stand out. Take the next step in your career at this one-day hiring event. Learn more at WBOCevents.com.
New year, new bath. Bring in 2025 with big savings from Bath by Spicer Brothers.
Right now, get 20% off all upgrades, plus save 25% on your entire bathroom project. Baths by Spicer Brothers can bring your vision to life with safe and accessible tub-to-shower conversions.
Our factory certified team guarantees 5-star professional installation completed in as little as 1 day.
Call today and save 20% off all upgrades and 25% off your entire bathroom project.
Bath by Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Time to see Matt the Carpet Guy. Wait, what happened to the store? The people of Delmarva have been tricked into thinking they can't buy the flooring they want. At Matt the Carpet Guy, we bring style back to your home with a wide selection of LVP starting at $1.99 and tons of carpet options. We have the color and the style at the right price. Wow, there really is no place like Matt the Carpet Guy.
Matt the Carpet Guy, magically affordable.
Do you love to knit, weave, or crochet? Then come to the Delmarva Wool and Fiber Expo January 17th through the 19th at the Ocean City Convention Center. Dozens of artisans will be there with a wide variety of natural yarns, knitting supplies, and finished items.
Coming up, it's a special Drew event. Culinary superstars are battling it out for the first time.
This is perfect!
And who will crush their competition?
Friday at noon on Coast TV. Listen to Big 107.7, Delmarva's classic rock station.
Time is 6:17, and you are now looking live at a snow-covered boardwalk in Rehoboth Beach. Bob, the nation's summer capital, not looking very summery there.
No, it is not. No, I guess they're calling it Resnowboth now and not Rehoboth. I know, that is not my material. I stole it. I have to owe the reporter $20 for sure for that. All right, we are looking at a nuisance-type storm system as we go into your Saturday. This time, instead of tracking up the coast or near us, it'll be tracking a little farther south. Low pressure moving from the deep south off of Cape Hatteras as we go into tomorrow morning, sending a swath of snow our way. I think the heavier snow is to our south, but we'll get in on that snow Saturday morning across Delmarva, up into southern Jersey, even back into D.C. Not a big storm as that low passes to our south, but close enough to give us accumulating snow, and already a winter weather advisory that goes into effect this evening and continues into tomorrow for all of Sussex County, including Lewis, Dewey Beach down to Ocean View, Fenwick Island, also other places, Gumboro to Georgetown, Seaford, and Bridgeville. You're also under this, and so is Milford, and also for the Eastern Shore and back through Somerset, Wycomico counties as well, and towards the coast, you're under a winter weather advisory until 1 p.m. as we are expecting accumulating snow into Saturday morning. And it's cold enough for that, obviously, with temperatures in the 20s this morning, 23 in Salisbury up to Georgetown, 24 Indian River Inlet, Ocean City, 26, and our winds are gusting 15 to about 25 miles per hour. Not as strong as previous mornings where we had single-digit wind chill values, but it's still pretty cold. Feels like 13 in Georgetown, 11 Indian River Inlet, and 14 in Milton. As we're looking at mostly clear skies, I think we're seeing the most sunshine this morning, and then increasing clouds already now through a good chunk of the Appalachians through the Carolinas, and that's in advance of this area of low pressure we're watching along the Gulf Coast with rain and now snow to Memphis up to St. Louis over towards Atlanta. This will track through the deep south, and then that storm once again will move off the Carolina coast. You can see some of that heavier snow where they usually don't see it in the winter time. Here's Futurecast this morning for us. We're in the 20s and then warming to around the freezing mark by noon. We'll be melting more snow into the afternoon with clouds increasing and temperatures just above the freezing mark. So we'll be looking at slush and standing water again this afternoon, and then that freezes solid this evening as temperatures fall below freezing. And then we're seeing the snow building in right around midnight, spreading from southwest to northeast. Periods of snow into Saturday morning, the deeper blue indicating the heavier snow perhaps Ocean City through Berlin and near Salisbury, and then that snow into Sussex County as well. And then it's lighter farther to the north and west, and we're still in these bands of snow at 7 a.m. 29 in Delmar with snow, 30 in Millsboro, 30 in Ocean City as well. Then I think it tapers to flurries mid-morning, and then it's just mostly cloudy the rest of the day as temperatures warm into the mid-30s. And we're going to be seeing snow-covered roads as we go into Sunday morning with temperatures in the 20s, but melting snow into the afternoon with sunshine and highs in the 30s. 1 to 3 inches in this deep blue color, Sussex County back through Salisbury and a good chunk of Maryland with a coating to an inch up into Kent County and areas of the northern parts of the eastern shore. Feels like temperatures not as bad the next couple of days, feeling like 20s as we go into your Saturday. So much better than the single digits and teens. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 33 today, thickening clouds, then the yellow alert for 1 to 3 inches of snow Saturday morning, a high of 35. Sunshine on Sunday, 37, melting even more of that snow by Monday, 40 degrees with sunny skies. But then another shot of Arctic air, temperatures not going above freezing Tuesday through Thursday, but it stays dry and it quiets down from the storms.
All righty, Bob, thank you so much. And don't forget, Coast TV will continue to be your source for this winter weather that is coming up this weekend. We will have coverage on our television, on CoastTV.com, our apps, and our radio stations as well. We will continue to be your source for these snow weather events.
A dance party, a baking class, and more. It's going to be a good weekend, so stay tuned for your cool things to do.
Stanley Steamer is proud to be the leader in deep cleaning, cleaning over 1 million homes and businesses across America every year, using powerful equipment custom built by us. We'll remove the buildup of dirt, dust, allergens, grime, and contaminants seen and unseen from your home and business. America's professional deep cleaner for over 75 years. It's not clean until it's Stanley Steamer clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
These fields are empty now, but soon they'll be alive.
Some teams can only dream to play it because they can't afford it. And that is why Toyota is sponsoring Delmarva's Dream Team.
We're looking for teams from any sport and any level. Each month, your Delmarva Toyota dealer will give one local team a $1,000 grant. And after the year, one finalist will receive an additional $3,000.
Nominate your dream team at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
DSN's Delmarva's Dream Team, sponsored by your local Toyota dealer.
Experience unparalleled dining at Benvenuto, where the finest wines in Delaware elevate every meal. Choose from an exceptional wine list, which has earned Wine Spectator Award of Excellence 3 years in a row. Savor the perfect pairing of these exquisite wines with our internationally inspired dishes, crafted from fresh, local ingredients. Immerse yourself in our captivating atmosphere, highlighted by a breathtaking Tuscan design. Join our wine club, bourbon spirit club, or dessert club, and indulge in private tastings along with exclusive member benefits. Benvenuto Restaurant in Milford.
Your smile is your first impression, so make it an unforgettable one. At Miles of Smiles Cosmetic of Salisbury, we specialize in creating beautiful smiles. Whether you're looking for a routine exam, cosmetic upgrade, or advanced dental care, we deliver the future of dentistry with a personal touch. We are transforming how oral care is delivered through advanced technology and personalized treatments. Call today and schedule your new smile consultation. Miles of Smiles Cosmetic of Salisbury. Beautiful smiles for a healthy lifestyle.
When a hazardous materials incident struck Georgetown, Coast TV News was there.
We have been monitoring this situation since it got brought into us.
On the ground and in the air, delivering up-to-date, accurate information as the situation unfolded.
We have been seeing Georgetown fire departments on four-wheelers going into the plant.
Streaming live on the Coast TV News app and on Facebook, keeping you informed when it mattered most. Coast TV News, our community, your news, always on alert.
With the new year comes new developments with U.S. wind projects planned for the East Coast. The Ocean City Council has agreed to match Worcester County's $100,000 investment to Bedrock Consulting, who plans to educate the public, state, local, and federal officials on what they believe to be the harmful impacts of the U.S. wind project on our environment and our economy. U.S. Wind is claiming the project will create more jobs and be an improvement overall. Ocean City Mayor Rick Meehan does not see it that way.
We're going to regret it if we don't take every opportunity and every action possible to stop this project.
And opponents like Rick Meehan say they hope the incoming Trump administration will help stop any of the progress of this project. But U.S. Wind is moving forward with plans despite even a recent rejection by Sussex County Council.
And we are joined again by First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey. We were talking last hour, Bob, that we might get above freezing today.
Ooh, yes, that's amazing. And, you know, we could and then melt a little snow just to pick up another 1 to 3 inches as we go into tomorrow morning. Assateague and Chincoteague, we're warming to above freezing this afternoon with clouds increasing around 34 degrees. It will be breezy, not as windy as the last couple of days. Fenwick Island and Ocean City, I think you two also cracked that freezing mark. Waves around 2 to 4 feet. And on the bay side, yeah, you can see the snowflakes in place for Cambridge on Saturday. You're looking at about 1 to 3 inches of snow, melting more of that snow on Sunday, 37 in Crisfield. You're also looking at snow, about 1 to 3 inches for you. And then Sunday, 38, as we'll be melting the snow. And we do get a break from the storms as we go into next week. I'll have much more on Saturday's yellow alert and your extended forecast coming up in the next half hour.
Okay, thank you, Bob. Grab your coat, grab your hat, because you're going to want to get out this weekend.
Yeah, and you're going to hear why with Coast TV's Christina DeRobertis, her lineup of cool things to do.
Well, I know I say this all the time, but there is truly something for everyone this weekend. And if you're a Swiftie, I need you to listen up here because DJ Swiftie is coming to the Milton Theater. On Saturday night at 7:30, the theater will have a Tay-Tay dance party, and it's not too late to buy tickets. In Milford this weekend, you can lend a helping hand or get the help that you need. Milford Advocacy for the Homeless is hosting a free community event at the Milford Public Library, 10 a.m. on Saturday. Or you can head to Lewis and unleash your creativity at a paint and sip event Saturday afternoon. All the painting supplies are provided, just bring yourself. In Kent County, head to Tre Sorrel Dolce and learn how to make sourdough bread. You'll get hands-on experience mixing and baking dough, and tickets include a glass of champagne and ice cream. Plus, don't forget, it's the last Sunday night football on Coast TV, so if it's just too cold outside for you, that's okay, I understand. Stay in, tune into Coast TV, and watch the Washington Commanders take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Stay tuned for your local news after that. For event details, tickets, and more, just head over to coasttv.com and click on Cool Things to Do.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
Dedication, determination, and drive. That's what's needed to be a DSN Scholar Athlete, brought to you by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Each month, we'll award a $1,000 scholarship to a Delmarva senior that excels in the classroom and in sports.
They must have a B average or higher and a drive for good sportsmanship.
Nominate your champion today on the Features tab on DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
The DSN Scholar Athlete, sponsored by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
When seasons change, the unexpected can happen. If your home or business has suffered from fire, water, or storm damage, let the professionals at the Restoration Group give you the peace of mind you're looking for. TRG's certified restoration technicians and construction teams will guide you through the process from initial damage through complete reconstruction. If the unexpected happens to your home or business, call the Restoration Group today for all your fire, water, or storm damage needs.
Disasters are temporary, relationships are lasting. Accidents happen when you least expect them. Big or small, when accidents strike, things can get a little complicated. This is where the Law Office of Trapp Nichols steps in. Our experienced team fights for your rights, turning tough situations into significant compensation. If you've suffered an injury, claim the justice you're entitled to. The Law Office of Trapp Nichols. Your priority is our priority.
Imagine a home that truly reflects your unique style and sophistication. Welcome to Bay to Beach Builders. Step into the brand new Idea Home and Design Studio in Greenwood, where your dream home takes shape. Select every style, every color, and every detail. Our design specialists will guide you through every step. Experience the unmatched quality of Amish craftsmanship, blended seamlessly with modern design. And the best part, our homes are surprisingly affordable, starting at under $200,000. Bay to Beach Builders. Imagine your home. Create your space. Live your life.
Now on Coast TV News.
Another cold and breezy start for Delmarva. Feels like temperatures this morning into the teens. Bundle up. We have another round of snow headed our way to start the weekend. I'll talk timing and totals coming up next.
Preparing for more snow on the coast, we'll tell you how local hardware stores have been managing.
Slow ride for snow, that's the message as road crews continue to face the challenges of clearing ice and snow off of our roads.
Conviction controversy continues this morning. Today is the day President-elect Trump is expected to be sentenced for falsifying records in a payment to adult film actress.
This is Coast TV News Today.
January 10th, 2025. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
Time is 6:30. We're hitting the weekend.
Yes.
NFL playoffs this weekend, and this is a rare season where all three teams of interest on Delmarva are in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Our director, Ryan's Ravens play Saturday. Your team Sunday night.
When did the Eagles play?
Saturday.
Saturday as well?
I believe.
Okay.
No, they play Sunday.
Okay, I don't pay attention to them, but it is very exciting, and it's a kind of one of those times too where they all have a good chance of winning.
They had great seasons, yeah.
Not too bad, so we'll take it. So very exciting stuff. I plan on hunkering down and hopefully watching those games, but we'll bring in Bob right now. Bob, I think that's maybe the way to go this weekend. Just stay in and watch some football.
I think so. Get the snow shovel ready again for Saturday's snow and just kind of settle in, sleep a lot. I know I'll be doing that, and just, just be a homebody and just hang out and watch the snowfall tomorrow. No snow this morning. We're looking at temperatures in the 20s. It's cold out there. 24 Rehoboth, down to Bethany Beach, 23 in Delmar, and 23 in Georgetown right now. Still have that persistent breeze. Not as strong as it has been, but gusting 15 to 22 right now at Indian River Inlet. So it feels like teens, even 11 IR Inlet and Salisbury. Feels like 13 in Georgetown and 16 in Redmond right now as we're watching mostly clear skies. I think we'll see the most sunshine this morning. And once again, watch out on those secondary roads. They're icy, and in the open areas from blowing snow yesterday, we still have some accumulating snow in the road. So take it slow. The sun will work on that a little bit this morning, but then we're increasing the clouds, and here's the system we're watching for Saturday, already spreading rain across the Gulf Coast and snow into the deep south. We're looking at temperatures this morning in the 20s. Take it slow out there. We do crack the freezing mark by noon, but clouds increase and around 33 or 34 for the high. Remember, anything that melts will refreeze once the sun goes down as temperatures dip below freezing. So sky conditions good, road conditions not so much. The secondary roads still slippery. That's why I gave the yellow light and the yellow light this evening for the slush and water, refreezing and getting pretty icy into the evening hours.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. Well, as Bob mentioned, tomorrow the coast will be getting some more snow, likely has people frantically buying more winter items so they can prepare.
Yeah, and Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber is live in Lewis. And Elisa, you spoke with somebody at a hardware store who says it has been a challenge to keep their shelves stocked.
Good morning, Matt and Paige. I'm not sure the news of possibly getting more snow tomorrow is what people want to hear, because as you can see around me, we have plenty of snow that looks like it's not going anywhere. I know Paige said that she was excited for more snow, so maybe some people are, but I know I'm good. I don't want any more snow. But on Monday, we saw that snow quickly accumulating and covering the roads, making the roads look almost non-existent. And I know some of my neighbors were not prepared for all of that snow. Some even asked to use my shovel because they were trying to dig out their cars. And on Monday, if you were one of those people who were not prepared for the snow, hopefully the news of more snow has sent you to the store to buy shovels, salt, or anything else you may need. On Monday, many communities on the coast got an average of 8 to 12 inches of snow. The piles of snow on the coast have mostly shown no signs of melting due to freezing temperatures. If you still have not purchased your winter items, going early to the store today is probably your best move. And we spoke with a hardware store in Lewis who says it's been difficult to keep the shelves full.
Well, it's actually been a whirlwind, I'll be honest with you. We're keeping ourselves stocked up as best as we can. And as of this morning, we're out of snow shovels, but they'll be here bright and early tomorrow morning.
In order to stay up to date on the snow, make sure you tune into Coast TV News for your latest weather. You can also download our weather app right onto your phone. Back to you.
Lisa, thank you. Monday's snowstorm, though, is still providing a challenge for crews in getting those roads clear. DelDOT's reporting that the winds have picked up over the past 24 hours, and it's blowing some snow back onto roads that were previously cleared. This is causing icing and roads to become snowy again. Most secondary roads and private subdivisions remain very snow-covered and icy.
We now have continuing coverage of the chemical mishap at the Perdue plant in Georgetown Wednesday night. First, let's reset and explain what happened in the late afternoon hours on Wednesday. People in Georgetown and beyond were told to shelter in place after a mistaken chemical mixture at that plant in Georgetown. It created a vapor cloud. As the severity of the chemicals were evaluated, people were told to shelter in place to avoid possibly getting sick. And again, that order was lifted Wednesday night. Perdue says a supplier mistakenly mixed parasitic acid and sodium hydroxide.
And another problem that happened Wednesday was the shelter-in-place alert broadcasting all over the state of Delaware. That was an error. On Thursday, Delaware Emergency Management Agency saying in a statement in part, quote, DEMA deeply regrets any confusion or misunderstanding that may have caused. Then DEMA went on to say going forward, they will work with its state and county agency partners to review all policies and procedures to ensure this error is not repeated, end quote.
And this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, did you receive that hazmat public safety alert on your phone?
Interesting. So you said you did.
I did.
I did not get it. 84%
like a lot of
people
didn't.
Yeah, interesting. 16% of you did. I wonder what the deal was with who got it and who didn't.
Yeah, and I have two phones. I got it on one, but
Not
did
the
not
other?
get it on the other.
Ooh, I didn't even check my second phone, Matt. I'm going to do that. All right, well, interesting. If you want to vote, go ahead. Let us know if you got the alert or not. You can do that by going to coasttv.com/vote. You can also vote on our app.
On Thursday, the Supreme Court denied Donald Trump's request to block the sentencing in his trial. The decision came in a 5-4 vote with 4 conservatives dissenting. Trump was convicted in May of falsifying records related to money that his then attorney Michael Cohen paid to an adult film star. This was in the closing days of the 2016 presidential election. Trump spoke on the court's decision during his meeting with governors at Mar-a-Lago Thursday night, where he said he respected the decision.
And this is a long way from finished. And I respect the court's opinion. I think it was actually a very good opinion for us because you saw what they said. But they invited the appeal, and the appeal is on the bigger issue.
Trump's lawyers said in court papers that if the Supreme Court did not intervene, the New York court would inflict grave injustice and harm on the presidency.
New this morning, according to the Bethany Beach Police Department, Darren Cathell, the captain of the Bethany Beach Police, stole more than $65,000 from the town by claiming to work overtime when he really did not work. Cathell submitted claims for 249 overtime shifts totaling more than 1,000 hours, which he did not work. He only worked 185 of those shifts.
Got a lot more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Still ahead, local celebration of Jimmy Carter on the National Day of Mourning, what one organization did to honor his memory.
Also, Pelican preview. The 76ers looking to build some momentum heading into tonight's game with New Orleans.
And searching for a solicitor, the continuing vacancy issues for the role in Rehoboth Beach, and the latest debate on how they will fill it. Stick with us on Coast TV News today.
Hi y'all, it's April from Coast Country, and every Tuesday I get the honor of highlighting an amazing teacher right here on Delmarva with Teacher Feature. If you know a teacher who deserves some extra love, those who go above and beyond every day, head to coastcountry.com and nominate them today. Then tune in each Tuesday to hear their story. Teacher Feature right here every Tuesday at 11 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning and Vernon Powell Shoes.
Welcome to Kelly's Outdoors, your local outdoor superstore in Millsboro. We carry everything you need this hunting season, from waterfowling gear to deer hunting essentials, bows, tree stands, ammo, and apparel from brands like Drake and Nomad. We also have a wide selection of saltwater and freshwater fishing gear and crabbing supplies for your next day on the water. Kelly's Outdoors now has a wide supply of guns, pistols, and rifles from Rattay, Browning, Winchester, Savage, Beretta, Sig, Springfield, and Smith & Wesson. Before your next outdoor adventure, visit Kelly's Outdoors in Millsboro today.
Are you tired of rust stains, funny smells, and floaties? Are you concerned about contaminants in your water? City or well, call Shore Water Refining. We'll perform a comprehensive water analysis and offer a cost-effective solution in less than 48 hours. From whole house systems with water softeners designed for Delmarva to reverse osmosis bottle quality water right at your sink. Shore Water Refining, family owned and operated for over 50 years. Call or visit us online at shorewaterde.com today.
Your child deserves the best. When your child is sick, every moment counts. And the team at Tidal Health Pediatrics understands the urgency of such situations. Whether it's a sudden fever, a troubling cough, or another pediatric ailment, your child will be seen when they need it most. Schedule your child's appointment now at tidalhealth.org/findapediatrician or call 410-912-5785 because your child's health is our top priority. Tidal Health Pediatrics, compassionate care when you need it most.
Just about 6:40 on this clear and cold Friday morning. Laurel 23 on the Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam. Sun's up at 7:19. A beautiful sunrise in progress there. We're into the 20s for temperatures right now, so at least it's not teens, and the wind's not as ferocious as they have been, gusting around 15 to about 20 miles per hour. So that's sending wind chills into the teens, even 11 in Salisbury and Indian River Inlet, 15 in Rehoboth. So bundle up as we're looking at clear skies this morning, but clouds will increase with time as we're watching the next system that will bring us snow Saturday morning gather strength off to our south and west. Today's checklist: green check mark for travel with caution. We've got slick secondary roads and from the blowing snow yesterday, some snow on the ground. Don't need the ice scraper, but have your shovel in the car just in case. Watch for refreeze of any slush or water this evening. Make sure you have your warm beverage and sunglasses handy too. Our umbrella winner today is Jane Taylor from Lewis. Congratulations to her from Coast TV and Paul Davis.
New this morning, a bill has been introduced in the Delaware House of Representatives dealing with the definition of firearms. Archery equipment and air guns would no longer be classified as firearms. The bill is now being considered by the Natural Resources and Energy Committee.
We're going to go now to take a live look at Rehoboth Beach. Oh, lovely shot right there. Lots of snow, lots of beautiful waves and sunshine. And just a few blocks west of this location, of course, is the City Hall. And new this morning in Rehoboth Beach, a role that's been vacant several times over the past year and a half could be moving closer to being filled. Mayor Stan Mills and city commissioners are meeting today about hiring a new solicitor. That's the attorney that represents the Rehoboth Beach government. 3 months ago, Alex Burns, who was in the city solicitor role, he departed. And at this afternoon's meeting, a decision could be made on whether to hire an attorney that would serve as an in-house solicitor or go with an independent contracted law firm.
Sunday night, a great night for football, especially if you're a fan of the burgundy and gold. We talked about it just moments ago. NFL playoff action right here on Coast TV. Washington taking on Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then right after the game, stay here for your local news coverage.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning. A local youth football team has returned from a national tournament with some hardware. The Delaware 10U football team captured the FBU National Championship held in Naples, Florida. These athletes from Kent and Newcastle County outscored their opponents 96-0 in the tournament. Congrats on this achievement and making Delmarva proud. To the NBA, the 76ers are preparing for a cross-conference battle, hosting the New Orleans Pelicans tonight. Philadelphia is coming off a tight 109-103 victory over the Washington Wizards, led by Tyrese Maxey's 29-point outing. But he'll need another big scoring night, especially while Joel Embiid and Paul George remain day-to-day with injuries. Meanwhile, the Pelicans sit in last place in the West and are 12-15 on the road, averaging 111 points in their last 10 games. Tip-off from Wells Fargo is at 7 p.m. Over to the NFL, Jalen Hurts practiced for the second straight day as all indications are leading to him suiting up in Sunday's wild card round against the Green Bay Packers. Hurts suffered a concussion in the first half of the Week 16 matchup against the Commanders, and he missed the final 2 games of the regular season in concussion protocol. Eagles-Packers playoff matchup is Sunday at 4:30 p.m. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day, everyone.
And coming up tonight on DSN at 5, a replay of the Milford Pocomoke boys basketball game, 10:30 the final score. That's followed by the pour one out edition of Nittany Game Week.
And we're starting to see some daylight now on the HSB Cam in Cambridge. Still some snow on the docks, and we'll be adding to that tomorrow. But first, it's a breezy and cold day today. Then that snow late tonight and Saturday morning, a nuisance type event. I'll have the timing and totals coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Coast TV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment.
These fields are empty now, but soon they'll be alive.
Some teams can only dream to play it because they can't afford it. And that is why Toyota is sponsoring Delmarva's Dream Team.
We're looking for teams from any sport and any level. Each month, your Delmarva Toyota dealer will give one local team a $1,000 grant. And after the year, one finalist will receive an additional $3,000.
Nominate your dream team at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
DSN's Delmarva's Dream Team, sponsored by your local Toyota dealer.
There's only one place to go for your next vehicle. IG Burton, trusted since 1908 for our expert team, massive selection, and our unbeatable prices. You simply won't find a better deal anywhere else. But it's not just about unbeatable prices. It's about superior service before, during, and after each sale too. Visit us today, and remember,
nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Nobody beats an IG Burton deal.
No strangers here, just friends you haven't met yet. With comfortable outdoor seating and an authentic Irish bar, Irish Eyes in Milton is a local favorite by the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes in Lewis with ample free parking, a gorgeous waterfront patio, extensive menu favorites, and the best happy hour on the water. Book our Lewis room for all of life's celebrations. With a lovely panoramic view, in-house chef, and a professional team to make your next event one to remember. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
Take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. Download free today.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
6:46 now on your Friday. Let's go now. Take a live look at Laurel. Sun's on its way up there, Bob, and we know it's bringing a little warmth today when you compare it to what we've been experiencing.
Yeah, I mean, get in that sun this morning if you can, Paige, because we'll see that sun this morning and then increasing clouds into the afternoon. And that sun will work on some of that snowpack and ice as we go through the day, but we're adding to that snowpack tomorrow. I do want to mention the QR code right here. Get your phone in camera mode and hover right over that, and that will pop up the CoastTV weather app. Important to have as we're tracking more snow into Saturday morning. It's a nuisance type storm tonight into Saturday. Not a big storm. The low passes to our south, tracking out of the deep south and then basically over Cape Hatteras, and then out to sea, which will send a swath of snow our way through Virginia, even into northeast North Carolina, Delmarva, and southern Jersey as well. I think the heaviest snow falls across southern Virginia and northern North Carolina, but we'll get swiped by some of that snow. And the Weather Service has already issued a winter weather advisory, Sussex County, including Fenwick Island up to Lewis, all the coastal areas, Milton, Georgetown, Laurel, Delmar as well. And also a winter weather advisory until Saturday 1 p.m. for the eastern shore from Hurlock down to Royal Oaks, Salisbury over to Willards, and then towards Ocean Pines as well. So we're all under that winter weather advisory for accumulating snow tomorrow morning. It's cold out the door this morning, 23 to about 26 degrees in Ocean City, 23 in Rehoboth, and the same in Georgetown. Delmar at 23, and the wind still blowing, not as ferocious as they have been, but gusting 15 to 20, around 21 Indian River Inlet, so it's feeling like teens out there, even 11 in Salisbury and Indian River Inlet. So bundle up out the door. Beautiful sunrise. The sun's not going to stick around too long as we're seeing increasing clouds already just off to our south and west. Look at the snow moving into the Tennessee Valley, into Atlanta, up to Memphis as well. In the warmer air, it's rain, and this snow will overspread the deep south and the mid-Atlantic today and then make its way our way, even snowing up to St. Louis, all the way through Memphis into Atlanta as well. So let's track it out on Futurecast. We're clear this morning. Temperatures slowly warming through the 20s to about freezing by noon. We increase the clouds into the afternoon, and we're above freezing, 33, 34. So whatever is slushy or water refreezes as we go into this evening as temperatures fall below freezing. Then that snow breaks out around midnight. A steady snow from Millsboro to Seaford to Selbyville and Ocean City. Salisbury and Berlin in on it at 2:30. And then we get into the steady and heavy snow at 5 a.m. all across Sussex Sussex County, maybe even heavier snow. Fenwick Island down into Berlin. Temperatures 29 to 30 degrees and still periods of snow. But you see how it's beginning to wind down as we head into, say, the 8 a.m. hour. Then it should taper off later in the morning, and then it gets windy. Temperatures in the mid-30s, so we'll be melting in that snow into the afternoon. Clears out Saturday night, then Sunday morning it's in the 20s, and then we're into the upper 30s with sunshine on Saturday, melting that 1 to 3 inches of snow that we're picking up across Sussex County through Salisbury and Maryland, and then a coating to an inch farther to the north into Kent County as well. So that's going to cover the roads and cause some road problems Saturday into Sunday, as feels like temperatures improve into the teens and 20s this afternoon and tonight as the winds do start to relax. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, 33 today, and then the yellow alert on Saturday for 1 to 3 inches of snow. Be cautious and don't travel if you don't have to in the morning with the accumulating snow. 35 Sunday, 37 with sunshine, melting more of that snow big time on Monday. 40 degrees before more of an Arctic chill with below freezing highs Tuesday through Thursday.
Thank you, Bob. Coast TV News continues to be your source for this winter storm week, especially with a potential situation on Saturday. We have coverage on TV, CoastTV.com, our apps, and on our radio stations. We are your source for these snow weather events.
And what could end up being one of the worst southern snowstorms in years is on a pummeling path today. This one could span from parts of New Mexico to the Carolinas by Saturday. Today, the Southern Plains region is the epicenter of that storm. Texas officials saying the state's power supply should be adequate.
Habitat for Humanity had a crowd at its Restore Center Thursday afternoon as people in Sussex County gathered for a memorial honoring President Jimmy Carter. Those in attendance were shown a tribute video, had the opportunity to tell a story on memory of his life, and even were able to sign a door representing all the opportunities President Carter gave to others. Kevin Gilmore is the CEO for Habitat for Humanity in Sussex County. He says he was very pleased with the turnout.
It's worth the effort, and it's great to see a crowd come out. You never know who's going to come out to an event like this, so it's just wonderful to have a room full of people who really want to remember the life and the work of Jimmy Carter.
Special part about the door, it's going to be up all month so people can sign their names and write a message to President Carter.
It's now 6:51 this morning. It's time to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
Okay, and as we do on Fridays, we got our Brandywine Valley SPCA pet. This is Flurry, loves attention and enjoys watching birds from the window. So we want to see more of your pets, and you can do that by scanning the QR code at the top of your screen. That way you can get your pets to us here at Coast TV News. We'll be back right after this.
Start the new year off generously by giving to those in need on Delmarva. Coast Country Cares is hosting a Code Purple Drive on Saturday, January 18th at Boulevard Ford in Lewis. Stop by from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. to donate non-perishable food items, warm clothing, cleaning supplies, and more for shelters and those who need it most this winter. For a complete list of items for January 18th, go to coastcountry.com. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
Ring in 2025 with a new roof from Spicer Brothers. Right now, get 20% off materials, plus save 25% on your entire roofing project. Our expert team is dedicated to providing unmatched customer service and quality craftsmanship. It's the perfect time to upgrade your home and start the year strong. So don't miss out on the 2025 savings with 20% off materials and 25% off your entire roofing project. Visit SpicerBros.com or call now to schedule your free consultation. Make Spicer Brothers your New Year's resolution because you deserve the best. Avery Hall Insurance Group has set the standard for trusted insurance service for nearly a century, earning an impeccable reputation in the local community and across the Mid-Atlantic. We are excited to announce a brand new location in Selbyville, Delaware. Whether you need Medicare supplements, health, home and condo insurance, employee benefits, or life insurance, Avery Hall has you covered. Our agents can help you select personalized coverage from our vast network of reliable carriers and provide year-round support. Avery Hall, insurance solutions for today's world. Your smile is your first impression, so make it an unforgettable one. At Miles of Smiles Cosmetic of Salisbury, we specialize in creating beautiful smiles. Whether you're looking for a routine exam, cosmetic upgrade, or advanced dental care, we deliver the future of dentistry with a personal touch. We are transforming how oral care is delivered through advanced technology and personalized treatments. Call today and schedule your new smile consultation. Miles of Smiles Cosmetic of Salisbury. Beautiful smiles for a healthy lifestyle.
Over 50 years ago, JD Asphalt was built on strong family values and a commitment to quality.
For 3 generations, we've stayed true to those principles, delivering friendly service and fast premium results that's built to last. Growing up, my dad showed me what it takes to be the best. And now I'm passing the same knowledge on to my kids, ensuring our commitment to quality lives on. JD Asphalt, quality paving, family owned and trusted for over 50 years.
It's now 6:54. It's time for some things you need to know before you go. The Ocean City Council has agreed to match Worcester County's $100,000 investment to Bedrock Consulting, who plans to educate the public, state, local, and federal officials on what they believe to be harmful impacts of the U.S. wind project on the environment and the economy. Opponents of the project hope the incoming Trump administration will help stop any progress of this, but U.S. wind is still moving forward even despite plans from a recent rejection by Sussex County Council.
Outrage continued to grow in California and local governments out there as the response to the wildfires. The out-of-control fires ravaged acres of land and forced nearly 180,000 people from their homes. Instead of 75%, the president says the federal government will pick up the tab for the entire 2 grants that cover things like fire trucks, planes, firefighter salaries, as well as disaster assistance, which gives immediate cash payments to people who lost everything.
Today is the expected sentencing hearing of President-elect Trump in a controversial case involving payments to a porn star. The Supreme Court has denied Donald Trump's request to block the sentencing in his trial. The decision came in a 5-4 vote, 4 conservatives dissenting. Trump was convicted in May of falsifying records related to money that his then-attorney Michael Cohen paid an adult film star in the closing days of the 2016 presidential election.
And like a number of us that live near the coast, I've had the opportunity to say hello to Today's Show co-anchor Hoda Kotb on one of her many visits to the Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk. Today marks her final day of the Today Show and as co-host of Hoda and Jenna. The Today Show has been celebrating her tenure all week, looking back at some special moments on her time with the show, including her most favorite place, the Today Plaza. Now, we're expecting to see some big surprises this morning in just a couple of minutes. No doubt it'll be an emotional farewell Friday to Hoda.
Oh, definitely. All right, time is 6:56 now. Got to have a quick look at your forecast before you head out your door.
Yep, one quick check with First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey.
Yeah, guys, and once again, we've been talking about this for several days, but the roads are still a little tricky. Those back roads, the shady spots where you have the snow-covered roads, icy conditions, and also the open areas where it's blowing and drifting, like our background here. Watch for snow on the roads as we go through the morning hours. Otherwise, temperatures in the 20s, feeling like teens, very cold out the door, and then we do warm up. In fact, I think we do break the freezing mark as we go into the afternoon. So a lot of that ice and snow will start to melt with temperatures around 33 or 34 for the high. It feels like temperatures in the 20s, so those winds not as ferocious as they have been. For this evening, make sure you bundle up, watch for the icy roads. The clouds will be increasing, and the snow will break out around midnight, and that will continue into Saturday morning. That's why we have a yellow alert for Saturday for 1 to 3 inches of snow. The roads become tricky again as we go into tomorrow morning. Of course, stay tuned to CoastTV for the latest on that snow system. Then Sunday, lots of sunshine, 37. We're melting more snow on Monday, 40 degrees. Another shot of Arctic air Tuesday through Thursday, not above freezing, and then a bigger warm up into next weekend with highs into the 40s. And instead of snow, it looks like maybe some rain this time around on and off Saturday into Sunday.
All right, Bob, thank you. And thank you all for joining us on Coast TV News today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
We'll be back with Coast TV midday at 11, so stick around.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great Friday morning, everybody.